Hey everybody, it's Mr. Senhauser again, and today we're going to have a more serious math lesson. It's been a little while since we've done that. Now, Sergeant Senhauser, you've met him. That guy is, man, he is so intense. We're gonna bring it down a little bit. And that other guy you met, Surfer Senhauser, he's like so laid back. It's like everything's awesome. Hey, everything, that's awesome, awesome. Okay, we got to focus a little bit more on that. That guy's a little too happy. Okay, we're going to be right in the middle. Right in the middle lane. Today, we're going to be talking about angles. Angles, not angels, like the thing on top of the Christmas tree, angles. Now, you guys know a lot about angles, but we're doing something different. We're taking and we're putting a number with an angle. That may be new for a lot of us, or if you've heard about it, you may have forgotten. But yeah, you can actually put a number with an angle. And the most important thing that we need to start with is, what does a circle have to do with it? Well, if you've ever heard when you do a complete trip around a circle, there's a number that goes with it. Sometimes in skateboarding, a person who does one complete spin, what is that called? Think about that for a second. Do you know? Yeah, it's called a 360. And there's another thing we put with the 360. You know, it's the same word as something we use when we talk about temperature. Degrees, you're right. 360 degrees. Now, it has nothing really to do with temperature. I'm not sure exactly where this 360 comes from. It might come from the idea that it takes 365 days for the Earth to travel around the sun. That's pretty close to 360. I'm not sure if that's where it is, but that is a similarity. Anyway, moving on. To go all the way around a circle, it is 360 degrees. 360 degrees. Now, you've got to put that in your brain forever. Forever. You can never forget it. All the way around once is 360. And it doesn't make a difference where I start. I could start from here, here, here. I could start from anywhere. It's always 360. Well, here I have a circle, but I've gone half. So we have to think, for this angle, it's going to be half of 360. Can you go ahead and think, what is half of 360? Okay. Yeah, it's 180. This is a 180 degree angle. Let's look at the next one. Well, this is a full one. This is half of it. Well, this looks like, what fraction do you think it is? Oh yeah, it's like 1/4. So what is 1/4 of 360? Now, there's an easier way to figure that out, and it has to do with multiplying by tens. Let's not say 360, let's say 36. Let's take that 0 off. We can do that in math. Think, what is 1/4 of 36? Or think to yourself, what is 4 times something equals 36? It's a little sloppy, sorry. 4 times what equals 36? See, this is why we need to know our multiplication facts. It's 4 times 9. Well, if 4 times 9 is 36, then 4 times 90 is 360. That means 1/4 of 360 is not 9, but this would be what? Now, I have my thinking cap on, so let's use our brain. Let's use our thinking caps. 1/4 would be 90. You're right, 90. 90 degrees. Now, guys, we've got 360, 180, and 90. Okay? We've got to put those numbers in our brain. Down here, we have a different type of one. Here, well, what would that be? Well, we're going to go ahead and use our knowledge of fractions. I'm going to do this. How many parts have I cut the circle into? How many? It's the old Mercedes-Benz. Do you remember that? Like the car? Thirds. Thirds. So what is 1/3 of 360? 1/3 of 360. Think about it. I can also go ahead and do 3 times what gets me 36. Well, if you know your multiplication facts, it's 3 times 12. So I have to add a 0 to it. So it's not 12, it's 120. Another thing you can think of is you could think 360 is what plus what plus what plus what. That is all the same. So this one here is 120. Over here, I have thirds again. Now I know this is 120. What if I do this? What if I cut it in half? It's not perfect. But if the whole thing is 120, what is half of 120? Do you know? Half of 120 would be, that's right, 60. This is a 60-degree angle. I think I got that right. And you'll notice I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, you can think of it this way. 6 times 60 equals 360. We need to memorize that one. And one last one we want to look at is this. You notice how I have the angle started here and then a dashed line. And I did that because we know that this is a 90. Well, what if it went only here? I tried to draw that. Certainly that wasn't too good. It's way over there. But right in the middle, it's half of 90. Half of 90. Do you know what it is? Think about it. Half of 90. What plus what number equals 90? That's right. It's 45. A 45-degree angle. Let's review this real quickly here. These are angles you need to know, and they're called our benchmark angles, okay? They are all the way around 360, halfway around 180, 1/4, 90, and you can start any place on the circle. Down here, it's 1/3, 120. Half of that is 60. And then half of a 90 would be 45. Yeah. And if you wanted to, you could even do this. Check that out. 8 of those, 8 times 45 does equal 360. It's some pretty hard multiplication. Boys and girls, this is a pretty long lesson, so I don't want to go much longer. One last thing I want to say. Hey, there's a tool you can use to make and measure angles. It is called a protractor. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. If you have one, great, you can use it for some of the lessons. If you don't, because of everything, really don't really want you guys going out to the store and stuff, so do the best you can, and you'll learn more about it next year in 5th grade. Hey, I'm about out of time. This was our lesson on angles and degrees and numbers. I hope you learned a lot. I enjoyed doing it for you. And until next time, God bless you guys. Take care.